EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Right away, they'll change the look.
Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And his first look is incomplete. When you look at this defense against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Cup 19.
They'll set up to throw. Justin Jefferson. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Hawk 70. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. The swing right out wide to Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You look at this Raiders defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Coast to coast, 96 yards on the punt return. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Williams to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I love the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, trying to force it in. That one he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Jefferson with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he's into the clear. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Cowboy 80.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it as we resume action. Carlson now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
79 Broncos. Panther 60. Panther.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some room to work. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now this throw caught left side. And touchdown! A big play there. 44 yards. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hey, check that.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
7 Pirates, trap 60.
Looking to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown Raiders. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders are able to add on to their 1st half lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, both the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Richardson going to change the play here. First and 10, Taylor now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 Lions.
A final shot before the half, Richardson. And the Raiders have got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A final shot before break. Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third down, here's Taylor. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. In motion right is Johnston. On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
70. 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
18, Pioneer.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play. And
he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop it behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
19, Tiger, 19.
Off play action, Richardson. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taken from just outside the 30. That's some strong running. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70.
They'll set up to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Buffalo 18. 70 Lions.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but...
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Richardson to the air on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Come on.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson to throw off play action. He'll buy some time right. He may go. That is caught. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Pittman punching it in from a yard away. And the Golden Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got his man in stride, complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go now. Past the 60. Past the 60. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tyree Wilson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a